This video will highlight the simplicity engineered into the setup and operation of the Model 720 deuce simulator controller. Upon powering up the deuce simulator controller in the cab of the tractor, the operator will come to the main operating screen. The operator will be required to input basic field and machine settings by selecting the yellow Setup button. In the Setup menu, the operator enters inputs for field setup, moisture setup, and machine setup. Under the field setup column, the operator should input the estimated tons per acre yield of the field, a desired driving speed in miles per hour, which usually matches the baler speed, and the swath width of the windrow. Under the moisture setup column, the operator will input the starting windrow moisture content, the desired moisture content, and the target temperature, usually between 200 and 250 degrees. Last, based on the condition and size of the windrow, the operator will enter inputs under the machine setup column. Beginning with the number of trip sections that are active on the reel, the number of active trip sections is determined by common dew conditions. The drier the windrow, the more trip sections that are active. In baling conditions that have more moisture at the bottom of the windrow, an operator may simply turn off valve actuators by adjusting trip sections positioned on the reel. This adjustment is made by hand. Next, the operator can adjust the working width of the deuce simulator from 40 inches, 65 tines, up to 59 inches with 85 tines, which determines the number of tips installed. Finally, input the size of the tip, either 5 for MW5s or 11 for MW11 tips. The standard size is 11, and in most cases the number of tips installed and the tip size will not need to be changed unless going from heavy tonnage windrows to lighter tonnage windrows. These 9 inputs will determine a targeted gallons per minute and suggested set pressure that will be set and monitored on the gauge positioned on the deuce simulator. When returning to the main operating screen, the operator will next adjust the operating pressure of the deuce simulator to match the target PSI. With the reel of the deuce sim raised 12 inches off the ground, turn the tractor PTO on and activate the arm override switch, allowing water to spray from the reel tines. With the tractor running at 800 RPM, adjust the pressure relief valve on the deuce simulator at the rear of the pump until the gauge matches the target PSI. Note, always use caution when adjusting the pressure relief valve with a turning PTO driveline. Once pressure is set, move on to the warm-up procedure. The warm-up procedure begins by turning heater 1 and 2 to on. The PTO must remain engaged as the heaters require flow in order to turn on. When a heater is turned on, indicator lights located on top of the deuce sim will be lit when the heater is operating, as seen here. To reduce the waste of water, the warming valve function can be turned on to bypass the water coming out of the heater back to the tank until the output temp reaches 200 degrees Fahrenheit, at which point the warming valve will automatically turn off and water will again be applied from the reel. Both heaters will remain on until the target temperature is achieved. When the target temperature has been reached, each heater will turn off and on automatically to maintain the target temperature. The indicator lights on top of the deuce sim will show the status of each unit. Initial startup can take 1 to 5 minutes depending on beginning water temperature and conditions. The Model 720 deuce simulator is now ready for operation. The arm override should be turned off for operation. This allows the wing to be raised for turning at headlands without application and wasting valuable water. Additionally, when the wing is raised, water is recirculated within the pump, preventing heaters from overheating. In normal operating conditions, the deuce simulator will maintain a target temperature automatically. For more information, contact HarvestTec.